I might as well. If we don't go to the second court date, we'll at least get to the end of the investigation. June 16th. Oh, the train wreck that was. Glad we made it out of that trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Walkie made it through the day too. Everyone was too obsessed with panties to bother with the real case. But it was good publicity. Imagine a crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance. Hi, folks. I'll be here all week. That's about enough of him. Hello? Miss Talia. Tiala. Alita. Battle Angel. Yes. Thank you for today. The trial went well. Oh, right. No problem. Do you think Walkie will be okay? Well, he's not guilty. Yet. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations. God, way to put the pressure on the guy. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Well, alrighty. You know anything about these? Okay. I feel so helpless. You're my only hope. What a knife. Don't know much about the case. Okay. I guess we can just... Is there new things to examine on this? A hat? The silk top hat, just like the one Trucy's wearing. My trademark color. Trucy blue. I don't think you can trademark the color blue. Standing out is everything when you're on the stage. But you didn't know you've got your own color too, Apollo. Crimson Justice. Make me sound like some second-rate superhero. At least it's better than being a first-rate Super Zero. That is so true, man. Those boxes frighten me. I bet I'm the first magician to figure out these make great shelves. Doesn't seem to be putting them to good use. But if you ever want to put it back together, you have to take everything off. Don't worry. I'll clean it up soon. And then we'll try cutting you up. Thanks, but I'll pass. The spaghetti. Ooh. It's your plastic spaghetti like some restaurants put on display. Where did you get this anyway? It was a birthday present from Daddy. I was so happy. You don't know how long I wanted one of these. I fell asleep with it, cradled in my arms. And the spaghetti bent. Mental note, what she really wants for her next birthday. A bowl of plastic food. All sorts of strange paraphernalia sitting on top of the piano. It seems a shame to have all these props and not do a trick or two. You asked for it! Hey, Mr. Righteous. Was it? Waka waka! Justice, Mr. Hat? Apollo Justice. Justice. Apollo Justice what? That's what I wanna know. Oh, you're hopeless. Please make it stop. Just let me know if you ever want to visit from Mr. Hat. Any other trick but that one, please. I love Mr. Hat. This guy. An old sepia-tone photograph of an old man in a silk hat. His outfit looks a lot like Trucy's, come to think of it. Aren't those clothes just the best? I had mine made to match. If you're gonna be a magician, you gotta look the part. Trucy's big on appearances, I've found. Do 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 do. Our water pot sits on the magic table. Why is the stand for this table so flimsy looking? Maybe it looks better that way. I was hoping for a more professional explanation. Well, maybe to show that there's no tricks involved. Not bad. I still think it's just that it looks better that way. All the books. Is there manga in these books, please? Some magic books are mixed with the law books. Magic books all well used, but the law books are just gathering dust. Feel kind of sorry for them. Maybe I'll read some next time I'm around. Anyway, oh, the hula hoop was the last thing we can look at. Giant hoop used to levitate people. So tell me, how does it work? Apollo, don't you know you should never ask a magician to explain a trick? I mean, you're hardly better than Mr. Stickler. Hey, I object to being placed in the same category as the panty snatcher. Enjoy the mystery. That's the way to appreciate magic. So true. Anyway, let's talk to the lady here. How's the marriage? Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family? I'm fine with it. And I love Waki with all my heart. Oh, it's so sweet! So it doesn't bother you that you, married to the mob? I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Yeah, I wouldn't be. Say, where did you and Waki first meet anyway? Good question. Miss Talia doesn't look like the type to have a gangster connections. Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Ah, office romance! She's not very forthcoming about information about herself, is she? Oh. What's up with the Kitakis? Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster? He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only just announced it recently out of the blue. I hear there's quite confusion among the ranks. I wonder if this explains the apron. Can't imagine Waki going along with that. He's highly motivated, isn't he? That's not the word I would have used. He said, I'll be the next big boss if I keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would have put it. His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Kitaki family has been making a killing recently. Again, not the way I would have put it. But Waki says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Oh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever classic what about the family business thing going. Usually it's the father worried about tradition. Waki's operation. Can I ask you a question about Waki? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus. Apparently, yes. Yeah. Messed up his op. Got a sharp teeth. So I go in getting a doc to patch me up again. G? Yes, that sounds horrible. Waki has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid. I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. Scared? I think a surgeon might make a mistake. It's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus Clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Waki's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right, leave it to me. Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? It's alright. I believe in you. Well, it's time to go. Let's go first meet with our mentor. He's not here. Okay, let's go first meet the other places. Should probably tell Eldun about the noodle stand. Eldun's not here. He hasn't been here in a while. I don't know why. Can we go in now? Front entrance to the Maractus Clinic. The walls and posts are so highly polished I can see my face in them. Wait, here's a little flat. There. Perfect. Fantastic. Can we go in the garage again? Police car is parked in front of the Miraculous Clinic. It's empty. The police must be inside investigating. Yeah, I guess we can go in the garage. Don't think there's anything in here. Except for the cat. Are we feeding this cat? I would hope so. I'm feeding this dog. You would hope so. Hey, buddy, where's your master? Geraldine's dog doesn't look too lively. I say dogs and their owners resemble each other. I guess there are exceptions. I went inside. Mr. Geraldine's house has seen better days. I'm betting I've eaten better noodles. Okay, well, both areas are empty, so only one area to go to. The mansion. This person is still here. What's going on? Looks like that old lady's at it again. Look, I told you yesterday the park's off limits. I told you yesterday is now I go home. Okay, you want me to go around? How about give me $5 like yesterday? Con artist tricks again. I take these slippers, please. They're very important. Trash can. This is where you found the mirror. Come to think of it, wasn't so? There's something else in here. Some near the bottom. Look at that paint on these. That means these must have ended up here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they're connected. Let's pick them up. Slippers added to the court record. Do we have both? Also, now we're gonna have both of these. I can't. Why? Because she only carried one of them. Yeah, well, whatever. Hey, what up, dude? The park crime scene is off limits to the public. The police officer on guard by the gate is yawning. Yeah, he noticed me staring and snapped his mouth shut. Too late, Mr. Officer. I saw you. Oh, the people bark. And, there's not really anything else new here. Poor Mr. Aldrin. His stand's been standing here since the whole thing started. Almost looks at home here in the park now. I think it should be made into a playhouse for children. I think its owner would disagree. Anything else in the garbage? A trash can sits next to the path here. And I guess now we know it was Mr. Stickler who hid little Plum's bloomers here, huh? That's right, Juicy. And what a web of lies grew from that one little act. I can still remember the moment. You brandished those bloomers on high and shouted, "Objection!" Here's what I want you to do, Trucy. Take that memory, gently lock it away deep in your heart, and never speak of it again. Please, never speak of it again. Never stick straight into the ground. Remember what Wesley Stickler said in that trial today? Lucky was very likely pointing this at the victim. Like he wanted to kill him. Yeah, that's the problem. Mannequin put in place of the body. I think I've seen him by the police station. The way he's forced to look at the ground now. Day in, day out. It's kind of sad. This tarp. Blue plastic tarps covering the ground around the stand. They were apparently put there to preserve the crime scene. I don't think there's anything else here. What am I looking for then? The river? Benches line the river running through the park. Ah! A little urban oasis. I bet children come here to splash around in the water. That river's a little deep for splashing. And a little dirty. Well, they could listen to the water and pretend they were playing. Right. Let us see that there is an impressive gate befitting the Kitaki mansion. Look at the nameplate, Kitaki. That's so cool. Short and blunt like any good gangster. Ooh, let's change your name. I already mentioned you changing the name. I think all of the dialogue for this one is the same here. Should I talk to Trudy? Can't talk to her here. Huh. Odd. Not only is there no music, which is very odd. Yeah. I guess we... Oh, there's the detention center. God damn it, I have to go talk to my fucking client. Visitor's room. So sorry about that. Looks like Walkie's out for questioning. I really need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Excuse me. Yes? The other suspect is all through with questioning, sir. The other... Oh, you mean the panty snatcher. Oh my god. Wesley Sticker. So they arrested him too, huh? Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this. He's a valuable witness. He's a bit precious. I'll give him that. Please keep this brief. If you would, I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. No, it's you! Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you. You know, just saying. Very well. As long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. So, you're panty snatcher. How's that going for you? You know? Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Well, I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. Right. How exactly? Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more. You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right? You're here too! Oh, great Trucy, teach me! I must know the secret to your panties. Please don't phrase it that way. My very existence hangs in the balance. Please make me your apprentice. Apollo, help! Oh no, I think you'd make a great lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. What you witnessed. Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony you gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night. Of this, I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. Then I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true, really. My panties are gone. My innermost heart revealed. Oh, also, I'm so sorry I didn't notice this. I need to really fix my, like, follower notification. But, thank you, Ash Akira, for following. I don't know if you're here still. It's because, I haven't used Stream Elements in a while. I need to use another service other than that, service, because, let's just say they were caught doing some no-nos. So I don't really use Stream Elements anymore. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? Can't think of anything he'd want to hide more than panty snatching, true. It sounds like Walkie was at the scene of the crime after all. How I wish it weren't so. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we can present these. That's it! The mystery! The unanswerable riddle! Actually, they're just a normal pair of panties. What? How is that possible? It just takes practice, that's all. Then you must teach me. You must. To think, if I could produce a pencil, an eraser, a textbook, and a lunch, all from a pair of panties, my life would be complete. He's serious, isn't he? My dude, it's just a magic trick. Let it go! What about the other ones? Fine, ignore my evidence, see if I care. I wonder what he's thinking. Let's not get that. Let's not go there. Recognize these? Do you recognize his gun? Do you recognize... This is your cell phone. This is your cell phone! The car. My attorney's badge. Alright. What about people? Can we can't present people. Yo, guard, what up? Security guard, he stands here watching this room. I have no idea if he's listening to us talk. Oh, you sure he's breathing? All these, like, ignoring. Oh. Shot fired. Aha. He believes he saw it this way. I don't need anything else. I'm not sure if I can present anything that is important to this case yet anymore. Or he can think of. He saw it that way. He saw that, you know, came by, he said a statement, then he got shot. You know, it probably isn't the way it was supposed to be. Maybe it was another gun. I think I must go. Hickfield Clinic. Is he there yet? No. I think it has to be a moment where it's like, alright, you're done talking to him. What else would there be? Never mind. Docky Mansion. Hey, yo, what up? Oh, she's back. Hey. Hey, you two. Over here. Us? Yo, little Plum. What's up? I think all this gangsterese is negative influence on Trucy. I heard you retrieve my bloomers. What? Bah! Man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes. Sorry, I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. Enough about bloomers. What about my son, Walkie? Walkie? He's a... Clearly. Yes, ma'am. Is this why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here? He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm gonna be a gangster, dude. Life does have an appeal for that age. Particularly for boys. What? Don't look at me like that. You shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yes, we heard the story from Walkie. But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone. What? He acts like he's hard. But he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom. Words do have a certain weight to them. Hopefully when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences. The boss? You mean Walkie's father? They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they? The case! It's true. One of our pistols is missing. So the murder weapon was from this mansion. You kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. Well, the rank and file have access. Well, the boss, myself, and Walkie could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. He doesn't seem too concerned, at least. But how's Alita? Yeah, Walkie's fiance. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over lately. You don't look too happy about that, little plum. How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Walkie brought her home one day. So he wants to tie the knot. I can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough. But you know. Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long. And you start to only see darkness in people. Oh, could there be a darkness in her? You get a nose for it. A nose for people. A nose for trouble. Wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. Father and son. The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. Walkie seems, well, it seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. In a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Walkie isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see. Something must be up. We'll see things the way the boss sees them someday. Do you want these back? About these? Hey! My bloomers! Thanks for that, I owe you one. Yeah, you can take them back. I thought you might like them back, so... Huh? Oh, no. Why don't you keep them as souvenir? I'm good. Oh, no, I couldn't really. Thanks for that. I could use those in my magic panties act. They're not washed, Trucy. I'll put my shivs and pieces and godfathers out of them. Godfathers? Great. Now your props are going from bland to dangerous. You've seen this pistol? So this pistol belongs to the Kitaki family, is that correct? It's one of the pieces we keep around. That is, we used to keep around. They're all gone now. Oh? Police came in yesterday and took everything. Everything but my broom. Don't you think they should have given them that too? You kidding? Can't clean up very well without a broom. Do you know about these slippers? Sorry, kid, I got no idea what you're talking about. It's checkable for a walkie. Alright, have you seen a noodle stand? Nope. The knife. Can you tell me this knife belongs to Walkie? Oh, that's his knife, alright. Brought it for him for his birthday. Oh, wow, that's a pretty hardcore present. Remember him falling asleep when it clutched in his arms. Oh, I know the feeling. I bet he was just as happy as I was with my plastic spaghetti. Oh, he held it in his bed, hugging it. Oh. I don't see anything else about this, so got nothing else to talk about. So we move into the crime scene. Maybe someone's there. What do we go to? Eldoon's house. Maybe he's there. Hopefully he's back. Hey, it's Mr. Eldoon! Oh, Mr. Eldoon! What's wrong? So you found my stand. That's why I'm here to thank you. But now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. Got no place to go. I see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trucy doll. Even in death, He's after my neck, I tell you. Bah! Can't even cook an honest noodle. Do 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 do. He? Even in that? You mean the victim, Dr. Maractus? I tell you, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier. Well, I mean, I never eat noodles when he's in the bad mood. The noodle stand. A stand. For generations served up the very best noodles us Eldoons can make. Introduction of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand. It's history, I tell you. Watch what you say or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldoon. A single stand passed down from generation to generation. Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it. That's right, you said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it? Good memory, Trucy doll. I was a go-getter back in my day. So my friend next door butted in. Again, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune. Eldoon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef? Ah, that old noodle's lie. That's what I say. I'm sure you get an idea of what he did anyway. Hang on. He was a doctor? Yo, what the fuck? He stole my dreams and left me nothing but noodles. Now I don't even have that! The Maractus Clinic, huh? Mr. Eldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and Mr. Maractus Clinic? Huh? Ah! Couldn't help but sense enmity there. Enmity. I hate him. Hated. Him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud. Excuse me? He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob. You mean the Kataki family? Always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Maractus saw a chance for some business. So we started giving the Kataki family a good deal. A deal? Every fifth operation for free. Stole the idea from my pops. 1 free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies? Oh, no doubt it's illegal. They've got him in good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town. Leaving me here in the dark. Up to my neck in soupy noodles. I think I figured out what Mr. Eldoon's former occupation was. Can't have to ask, Apollo. Okay, before I ask, let me refill my water. I need some water. Maybe get a little snack. I'll be back. Okay, back. A couple days ago, I bought like a packet of Little Debbie Swiss rolls, but I'm on my last one, so this is my little midnight snack and some water. I guess I could tweet out that I'm still alive. Since I've been going for 5 hours. And they're probably gonna end until I finish the investigation at least. And then on Monday I'll continue. I think these gruff characters gives my throat. It's my throat. Which is why I don't playing this game for too many long hours can be pretty bad for me. But I'm still fine. It's also very fun. Eldoon's past. Mr. Eldoon, what happened to you? Mr. Eldoon, or should I say, Dr. Eldoon? Figured it out, did ya? That's right. I was a doctor, a surgeon until the year before last. Actually, like how visually you can sort of tell, because he's a white outfit and his necklace with a harmonica, you could think it looks like a stethoscope. Surgeon until the year before last. So, Mr. Maractus was your rival? You like those onions they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kind of. I don't like onions. Give me a bad aftertaste. Take a spoon, you drink it, some broth. Those onions, they find their way in there. The people who like them, why, that's just fine. People who hate them. I hate onions! Hate them! Oh, sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. I feel you, guy. Well, that's what he was. An onion. Onion boy. That's what I called him, onion boy. There were layers, so you weren't exactly friends. Ha! Me and pal Maractus. Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. And he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past without so much as a howdy. I see. That's right. I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. Then that no good onion boy comes along. Well, Trucy, it looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that! Thanks to him, I was forced to trade my scalpel for a ladle and this sick-ass harmonica. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings. No, it's fine. By way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble? You drop by. Huh? Investigating Maractus, aren't you? Yes? Well, you want to know about a doctor. You ask a doctor, that's all I'm saying. You just think of me if you need something, Trucy doll. Right. Thanks, Mr. Eldoon. Way to break it down, man. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. This is car, right? Sorry, son, but my interest is for my stand and precious little ass. Get the cracking on that case. Give him back my stand, I'm begging you. But these slippers. Checkup report. Aren't you a doctor? Damn it. This knife? Whoops, sorry. Oh, where you stand? That's right, Sonny. When do you bring my stand home? I'm ready. Can't you see I'm ready? guess. Until that Stan is back home, the case is not closed, you hear me? Don't avoid talking about his Stan in the future. There's really nothing else we could talk to him about. Oh. Well, we gotta check out this clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? Oh, I'm asking. Excuse me.
Hey, teacher from yesterday.
It's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday.
Business is over in the park, isn't it? This clinic's off limits.
It's not involved. What are you talking about? The victim is literally the owner of his clinic.
No, that makes sense.
Damn police. There. But.
What part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic's connected to the incident in the park, or beat it.
No harm in asking. No gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. These. I do have evidence. Phoenix, you have evidence, please. Boy. Maybe we should move. We'll find something else later. Back to the mansion. The slippers. Go back in the park, maybe or something. No. Really gotta get in that place. Well, we got two places to go. The clinic or the detention center. Detention center it is. Do. Nah, we can see our client finally. Goodness. I was hoping to meet with my client. Rocky Kentucky's just finished questioning. I'll bring him out. Great! Finally! Yo, sup, my little imposter? Huh? What did you call me? You called me sus? Damn, it's you. Sorry, G. Thought you were a leader. Oh. My little imposter? Sure is a strange nickname. And sometimes call her my sussy baka, you know what I mean? You know, like a click thing. You wouldn't understand. I say imposter? I meant poster. Like, poster girl. If you're going to drop part of that, why not drop poster and call her girl? Cause she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel, a fallen angel. So what can I do you for? You don't look so chipper today, Walkie. Right about your heart condition, maybe? Yeah, you about to die. You need that surgery ASAP. Okay, cool. One time. But man, I ain't trying to hear that. Man fights to protect what's valuable to me, no? What I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. You go get a leader from me. You're my lawyer, aren't you? Lawyer, not a gopher. What about your fiance?
So here you're to be married next month. Straight up, we poured the nuptial 40 out on the stoop. What are you talking about? What? Alita, oh Snapple Cakes, you're so fun. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? Alita, what if Alita is the killer? Like, 2 reasons. 1, she pretended to like him. And maybe she has a connection with him, like maybe he did something. But like, because he's a gangster, or the Katakis did something to her family, and she's like, I don't like him. I'm gonna fucking ruin this guy's life. I'm gonna kill him. Or she's part of a rival gang. Doesn't matter. Finds out that the only way he's about to die, and the dude's gonna Mctakis is gonna solve it. He's gonna save his life, so he decides to kill him. Or he was gonna blackmail her. She does like him. The second option, she does like him, and the doctor is gonna blackmail him. And she's like, no, you can't blackmail my husband. I love him. And then accidentally kills her when startled by the panty guy. Or maybe he didn't startle anyway. I guess he didn't say anything about that. I don't know. If he did startle, then he would have turned to the right, and that would have not. Well, actually, it still could have happened. Does not matter. We'll figure it out soon enough. I asked Tiala, but she was very vague. Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I best hold my tongue, you feel me? What? Man, what's past is past. She knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there. You feel me? My Alita, she's down with me all the way. So both of them are mum about their past. Maractus Clinic. You know, do you think you could tell us what happened with you and Pal Maractus? There's something you should know. We Katakis are having what you might call a feud with the Ravalis family. So about 6 months back, I go into Ravalis turf, packing a knife, right? And you were shot. Coldest thing I ever seen. 1 shot to the heart. My homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kataki family. You know what? You know that? She was taken to the Maractus Clinic then. You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You could just let the boss's son die, you know? I'd hate to have been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Kataki's scary enough when he's not angry. But if that bullet hit you, it was never removed. He's still threatening his life. That doctor, he did it on purpose! The Ravalas paid him off, I'm sure of it! I need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear. Walkie's future. Life in the family is a G-Dang. G-Dang? Oh my god. This was localized in the thousands. It's about being a man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm not up on my G-Things. I'm not even sure what a G-Thing is. Actually, I don't think about when did the original Ace Attorney come out? Hang on. (2001). So Ace Attorney 4 came out in 2007. Huh. Yeah. Okay, now that tracks. All that, yeah, that tracks. And by all man, he's gone soft. The old rival gang days are over. He wants to just make money. Isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul in making money. You gotta live fast and die young, faux shizzle. Yeah. Wait till I run the yard and everyone will know what time it is. That's right. OG time all the time. Represent. Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys? I don't think that's what OG means, Trucy. Jeez. This guy's goated. La pa 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 pa. Are these your slippers? Do you know anything about that? Yeah, whatever. He's been preoccupied. I'm not sure he even looked at my evidence. Alita, man, Alita. Yeah, whatever. I need to get Alita in here and then he'll... Wait, it's your knife though, right? About these weapons, the pistol and the knife. They belong to the family. I stuck them out that night. So the killer, Mr. Stickler, says he saw that night was... I guess it was me. I was there after all. We're finished. Yo, Walkie. Do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night? Huh? You haven't been around the bush, do you? I like your style, shorty. Oh my god. Yeah? The night of crime. Well, what happened? Actually, there's been a question I've been wanting to ask for a while. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him? I don't know. What do you mean, I don't know? Did that checkup when I found out about the bullet by my heart? I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that? Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him. Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? You value your life, you'll bring the stand. Shorty, you're more whack than I am, but that's saying something. Oh yeah, she's kind of crazy. But I was serious. The thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well. You don't remember? But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else that night, I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying? I guess the shock of it. They said he's a good kid at heart, so he was like, he's gonna do the deed. But then, you know, suddenly he's confronted. He's like, oh god, I have to do the deed. I have to shoot him. And he got shocked too much. He didn't really understand what was happening. He heard a gunshot and he just assumed, I guess I did it. I don't know. I'm fucking running away. Fuck. See, the dead body. Everything was happening all at once. My attorney's badge. Yeah, whatever. It's your badge. What of it? What else would you like to talk about? The weapons, we could talk about the car, we can talk about the noodle bowl, we can talk about the sand. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I think that's everything we can talk about. We need to get Alita to help us here. First to the clinic, maybe Phoenix can help. Nope, Phoenix isn't here. Alright. Maybe, the mansion? Ah. Look at that crowd over by the park. Probably people trying to get a glimpse at the crime scene. But why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one say, oh my god, it's him! Oh my god, it's him. Wait, that motorcycle. Ah, if it isn't her forehead. Prosecutor Gavin. Some fans found me on my way out. Just my luck. Oh my god, he's so cool! That's the Screams. New album just came out, you know? Try waving to them. They love it. They're so excited. Doesn't matter who waves to them, see? This is surreal. So, you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. Clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad, it looks like such a nice bike too. Hard to believe that it could just break from that. Ugh, it's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust, and they won't run. Ah, machines. Tell me you share my angst, Ed Forehead. I ride a bicycle, actually. Ah! Huh. In any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of the scene isn't fond of me, in any case. The detective? Oh, you mean the one in the lab coat? Yeah! She's in a foul mood, too. Be gentle. Of wind descend, baby? Oh my god, guys! Oh, I'll be the same. I'll be the same, baby! There he goes. And the forecast for the park today, gloomy skies. Nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit it, the park, Apollo. Great pun, Apollo. But she loves us. She'll be fine. Huh? Does something about this scene look different to you? They got rid of the tarp. The blue tarp's gone. Maybe that's it. I think you're right. Look over there. A white frock detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can. She's under a lot of stress. The investigation's probably not going well. Hey! You there. If you're gonna talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please? Oh, Detective Scott, hello! You seem as gloomy as ever. This is miserable. Miserable! I just got a new kit, and I can't get this stuff to work. Everyone's all smiles for that glimmerous fop. Glimmerous? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin? More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous? Hang on, I got a problem. My cable cut. When he walks, his shiny chain traps the sun glimmering in his eyes. It's distracting. Speaking of distracting, I guess I just have to accept the fact that I like talent. It's like she's trying out some new forensics technique. Detective Sky. Detective Sky, you know Mr. Wright, correct? How do you know my daddy? I want details. Well... He helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in the case. I want to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. Wait, did you say you went? Oh yeah, I went to study. Okay, I thought you already did that. Oh, you wanted to do that again. But you're a detective now. Well, I failed the test. But you know, rank and title don't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. Yeah, fuck rank and titles. So true, buddy. I've always thought that too. And my heart is full of science. That's why I bought this kit through mail order. I'm gonna test it here before the forensic team arrives. You sure that's okay? Also, you think the forensic team would have been here by now? Prosecutor Gavin, what's about him? I won't lie. I'm not fond of that man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous, right? Prosecutors should be cool in wit and furrowed of brow. Ah, Edgeworth. Let's glimmerous and more simmerous, you know? No, actually I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. What? Really? He was the one? You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm not a boy, no, one of his. But let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. Then investigate. It's better you learned it yourself, for yourself anyway. She seems to also know something about it. She didn't say anything. And you kid. So, do you mind me asking what exactly it is you've been doing? Swatting down on the ground like that? Oh, you want to know? Do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged, you mean it wasn't police issue. What is it? I see a ruler and glue. This is a footprint analysis kit. Oh, she's so excited about this. She's so cute. Like, yeah, I splurged on this new toy about murder. Footprint? It was raining on that night of the murder, which means that footprints were left. Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tarps? Right. The ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever want to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your panty-snatching student witness, for instance? Aha! So with that kid. Right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of on opposing teams and all. Oh, pshaw! You're friends. And to tell you the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. I guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. Oh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go? Yeah, let's try it. Okay, I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. One moment. She's reading the instructions of her kit. Well, this is not filming with confidence. First, we have to pick the footprint, or in this case, shoe print. We want to analyze. I've taken the liberty of marking all the shoe prints in the park. Well, which shoe print should we start with? Let's start with a known quantity first. If we're going to verify the defendant's account, here's the place to start. Shoe prints prepared to be examined. Oh, this is so exciting! Here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just press X when you want to pour the plaster, like this. Look at this goopy stuff. Just put it on this footprint, baby. Doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in your beaker before you're done, you have to start over. Oh, good. I didn't have to do all of it. Not bad. You're handier with that than you look. What's that supposed to mean? On to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white, right? Just press X to plaster with a dryer. We got a little handy dryer here. There, give it a shot. Yeah, baby, we're doing it. We're drying this plaster up. Looks like it hardened nicely. Let's take a look. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink just the shoe print part. Hold onto that roller tight. Hold down with the X, roll it up and down. This is definitely a product of the DS era. Keep going till you get enough ink on there for a good path. Good print. Right, now the moment you've been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here it goes. Oop. There's gum on it. Let's see if we get a match. So, the person who was supposed to be here was... Well, he says it was Wesley, but it was not. Just gonna prove it right now that it was not him. It's like we figured out in court. No match at all. Not good. Must have messed up somewhere. Shall we try another print? It's because he looks off angle. He looks way lower than I thought he did. Or I guess it's just a print of anywhere that was in So the shoe prints belong to Walkie-Kentucky after all. He was in the park on the night of the crime. Wow, I can almost see the signs at work. Don't you love it? Ah, nothing feels better. She's definitely way more into this than I am. Just let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here solving the case with science. Well, that's only Brandon mood. Footprint analysis. Detective Sky, mind if we give it another go? Right on! Leave no print unanalyzed, I said. We know it's already him, so let's just do this one. Looking good. You're such detectives. I'm such a detective, I'm doing it. I'm being a detective. God, this thing has a lot of battery. Get out of the mold. Mm-hmm. That's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? It is strange. So smooth. Except for the part with the leaf. It doesn't match any print on our list. A mystery print. Yo, what about this? They say the miraculous Hey! What? That slipper. Look right here. I think I see a toe mark. Toe mark? You think we can get a print off that? Sure. Those are prints. Just like fingers do, you know? This little clue might be a gold mine. Oh, there's one problem. The police station doesn't keep a record of toe prints, so we won't know whose it is. I guess that would be too much to hope for. Still, it might be useful somehow. Let's analyze it. That's a good idea. Let's just do it. A mystery print. It's a shoe print of some kind of, that's certain. So you have to wonder what it's doing here. It's right next to Eldoon's noodle stand. It does make me wonder. Hey, you. Yes? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something on in your mind? Something that might have left this mystery shoe print? The mystery shoe print does remind me of something. Pretty sure I've seen something that would leave a print like that. You know, I think I have our culprit right here. Take that! Take that. Well, I think it's these slippers, actually. Slippers? Well, what would slippers be out doing out here? Look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint, except for... See, right here. Hey, it's a spot... That spot is shaped like a leaf. What if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slipper stepped in paint? Makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on them. The Maractus Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic. Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved? Munch. She's just standing there eating. Detective Scott, I have a favor to ask. What? Can you get us access to the Maractus Clinic? The police won't let us in. They said the murder and the clinic are not connected. And it's off limits until we prove they are. I should be able to do something for you, yeah. Really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show us the police on duty. Nice. Thanks, Sky. Right, practice clinic, here comes justice. Can you do the thing? Oh, we're supposed to do it ourselves. I'm dumb. Mm-hmm. Oh, we have to, okay. Alright, we'll go over here. I'll examine. I am examining it. How will you not work? Let me use this for fingerprint analysis. Examine fingerprints to detect and match the prints. Maybe I can't do it now. Maybe I have to do it later. There it is. Oh, it was in there. Could this be a print? How would it be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print. Good call, Apollo. But we can analyze it just like a regular print. This could be a vital piece of evidence. There we go. Look at that toesy woesies. That looks like a big toe, maybe. I feel like the case is solved already. What's next? We have to match the print, right? Right, let's match it. Wait. Detective didn't give us a list of toe prints, Apollo. Oh, good point. Maybe we should ask her. Get some expert advice? Guess so. Not sure she really qualifies as an expert. She told us that just keep it on hand for now. Thanks, Sky. You're the best. Alright. Back to the mansion. Right, anything agency. Wait, I'm dumb. Why am I going back in the main? Aldoon's house. You two again. When or when will you learn? Look at me however you want. You're not getting into that. I wouldn't be so sure of I were you. Look what we have. What's this? Detective Sky. Yesterday was the prosecutor Gavin, today it's Detective Sky. Who are you two, really? Are you suspicious again? Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun. Thanks, Mr. Officer. I did it, Apollo. The Maractus Clinic. Wow, lots of shoes. Lots of shoes. Fish? We got fish. Please give heart. One of the bowls. Huh. Kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it? This place has connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it. The police guy out in front wasn't so sure. Beyond it being where the victim lived, looks like the police team's gone home for the day. There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. Well, these. Why you got them bowls? None of these bowls. They're from Eldoon's Noodles. There's Mr. Salty. Then I think we figured something out. I think we have. Mr. Eldoon must do takeout. Yes, that's obviously it. Exactly what I was thinking. Also, you could just like buy it from next door and then bring it home if that was the case. All the bowls have been washed clean. I think we found the first clue, Trucy. What's with the shoes? Why are they like this? A single pair of sandals here. Wait, but why would they be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. Maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Maractus. You'd think they'd use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance if that, in that case. If this patient or visitor isn't still here, why did they leave without their shoes? Let me take a closer look at these, just in case. Cute woman sandals found in the Maractus Clinic foyer. One of the pairs is missing. These must be the slippers for patients at the clinic. The same pair as the pair we found, of course. A single pair is missing from the rack here too. And ours have paint on the bottoms, which means they were taken out here on the night of the murder. Right. The paint's from the hit and run after all. But what were a pair of clinic slippers doing in the trash can? What were they doing at the scene of a hit and run? We got brochures? But yeah, no. Since the shoes here must belong to the person who took out the sandals. The little slippers. The clinic reception desk, no one's here, of course. There's a small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. Brutal, but effective. Don't think you should be able to say that. Look, this door says doctor's office. Think this is a victim's private office? It's not locked. Too bad. Why too bad? I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. I like those little bike locks. Don't even bother putting them on when I'm around. It's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. Oh, Apollo! That sound! It came from behind his door. Someone's in there? Let's check it out, Trucy. Freeze! Freaking! They left you that window! Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now! Must be your experience as a panty snatcher chasing... talking. We should tell the police. Let's check the room out first, Apollo. Tell the police now. We'll lose our chance. You're right. She's better at this than I am. Well, one thing's for certain. The clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now. So, that grape juice? Collecting papers are scattered all around the room. Oh, what a mess. This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglar must have left in a hurry. Even the cup on the desk here is lying on its side. The juice that spilled out of a cup is dry. So the messy one wasn't our burglar just now. Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it. What a cute little safe. Looks like a 4-digit lock. Can we do the fingerprint thing? Someone's already entered 2 numbers, Apollo. 79. What do you think? That burglar just now was trying to open it. I know what's inside this safe. Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers? Well, we know the first 2, 7 and 9. Maybe there's something in the core record. Something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers. I wonder. Got just a thing. Well, I have an idea. I knew it, Apollo. What is it? Well, all we have to know is what the buttons have been pressed. We can use this to find out the next 2 numbers are. Time for fingerprints. When you press the buttons, you have to touch them with your finger, right? That would leave a print. When you open the safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So we can find the buttons with the fingerprints. We'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo. Let's do all the numbers here. I mean, I know what it is. 5 and 2. I think I just have to press triangle a little bit more. 7952 or 7925. You see the only finger residues clearly. 79. These are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves. I will not be able to identify our burglar, but we can open this safe. Let's give it a shot. There we go. Code confirmed. First try, baby. Even though it was a 50-50 shot. It opened. Lucky cat. Yeah. What the hell? Is there a hole in this? This looks like a bullet hole. Oh, I thought it was like a hole to the other side of the room. But you can still see the bullet sticking out of it. Why is this in the middle of the safe? Hey, the bullet came out. The tip's all squished. Not surprising given that it was fired into a metal safe. The bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. Marcus Clinic safe, squished from the impact in the back of the safe. But these files, what files we got here? This looks like a medical chart. There's an x-ray in here with it. An x-ray, Can't make heads or tails of it. I can't read the chart either, it's all medical speak. But the names are easy enough to read. Look, by patient, it says Walkie-Talkie. So this is Walkie. A client's chart, huh? Why would this one chart be here in the safe? Let's see, the physician's signature says Pal Maractus. What is it, Apollo? Look here where it says who filed the chart. Let's see. There's Alita Tiala. Oh, she's a nurse. Lady Tialita is Walkie's fiance. That's one Ida too many, Apollo Lolo. Never mind that. What's her name doing here? How should I know? Though I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic. Odd that she neglected to mention this before now. I'm sure she had her reasons. So, Alita Tiala worked at the Maractus Clinic, and she had access to Walkie-Talkie's medical chart. You've got the I and Y wrong, Apollo. Apollo? Oh. Wait. Is that on purpose? You get the Y and I wrong, Apollo. Why did you have two B's? Is that actually on purpose, or I can't tell. I think it's a spelling mistake. I don't know. It could also just be a reference to Apollo. Who could decipher this? Walkie chart added to the court record. I don't think there's anything else that we can take. What the fuck is with these jars, bro? Whoa, what are those? This wall is covered with bright beakers. Ah, something's moving inside that one. You look, Apollo. Hey, look yourself. I can't. Oh, it's goldfish. Wow, they're all fish. So many kinds. Whoever designed this had a sick sense of humor. The window is ajar. It must be how a burglar escaped. I wonder who it was. Maybe it's just a burglar who happened to pick here. Yeah, but there's a patrol car sitting out in front. If I were a burglar, I'd come back the next day at least. I'd give it a month myself. I'd give it a month. Whoever broke in obviously needed to break in today. Here's the lamp here. For some reason on the floor. Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb's broken. Broken? Don't you mean burned out? No, our cat burglar must have dropped it. Why is it standing up on the floor like that? Hey, look at the cord. Huh? There's a red splotch on part of the cord. You think that's blood? It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish. It could still be blood. Shout out to Danganronpa. What's definitely odd about this? Something's definitely odd about this lamp for sure. Added to the core record. The Marcus Clinic office with a broken bulb and a red stain on the cord. This potted plant has seen better days. Doesn't make sense either. What doesn't? Normally burglars are looking for valuables, right? That's true. That's what I would do if I were a burglar. Yeah, if. So, why look under a potted plant? Maybe they were looking for the key to the safe. I heard of people putting their house keys under plants, but the key to a safe? Then maybe the burglar was looking for the house keys? He's getting nowhere fast. I think that's it. We found out some interesting information. Aldo, we need your help with... Okay, never mind. Right, anything agency. Maybe she came back. Okay. The Kentucky... A Hickfield Clinic. How about there? Ah, the prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. You discuss something? I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time. Getting to the point. Yeah, tell me. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news, I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes, he was only 17 years old at the time. 17 years old? That's still high school! He took the bar exam abroad in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know? I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How could that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? You said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. What about what happened in my first trial? He forged that card. I didn't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence. Maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright. Looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery. For now. Oh, I'm at detention center, buddy. Here we go. Well, time of the decision is upon us. Which one of our two jailbirds do we want to talk to? Excuse me. Both detainees are currently in questioning to corroborate their accounts. Mr. Stickler and Walkie? Both of them? I paid a questioner. Guess we'll be back then. Oh man, I'm getting tired. I don't want to end mid-investigation. Oh, what about Eldune's house? I think we already went there. No one's there. Well, I really need him the most. What about the park? I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how did you know? Can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. The show is analyzing face prints. Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. Another shoe print. Maybe we should do the other shoe print, even though we know who it is. Take a look at this lamp. The bulb's broken. Right, strange, isn't it? Really, I break bulbs all the time. My desk is mass, and my lamp is always falling over. Not too bright, huh? Ouch. I still think it's kind of odd. Huh. I haven't really analyzed it, did we? Look here. Oh. Bulb's broken and won't turn on. Oh, how is it broken? Don't touch that, you'll cut yourself. Yeah, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me to my finger. You're bleeding. Let me see that. Wait. Magic blood. Tee-hee, gotcha. Please don't do that again. I have enough worry about without my coworkers injuring themselves on the evidence. Oh my god. Aha. That? What is that? I wonder what left that stain. Those almost look like lip marks. Not there by a... Oh, whoops. Wait, I know. Maybe it was left there by a red marker. Like they were trying to write their name and slipped. Why would anyone write their name on the lamp cord? I used to write my name on magic ropes. This is like a you thing. Present the bullet. Detective Sky, I was wondering about this. Trucy, wait. What? This bullet was inside the safe, right? That means the police don't know about it yet. All right, we can use this in the trial tomorrow. Do I have to repeat myself every time? If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, do it quietly. Might as well check up on the other one. The other shoe print, so we can get the full view, just in case. Maybe it is different. Time for some science. Oh, looking good. There we go. Take out the mold, both pieces. Oh. Come on, give us some good stuff. I can't believe I took 2 naps and you're still streaming. I'm almost done. Once I'm finished with the investigation portion, I will go to bed. Also, hello, everybody. I assumed you were here. Yeah, this is Mr. Wesley Stickler. Mr. Panty Thief Extraordinaire. And by almost done, I mean once I get the moment to go to trial, that's when I'm done. That being said, I will admit I am getting a little eepy right now. So these shoe prints belong to Wesley Stickler. This confirms his testimony. The final version of it, at least. Now I know where the panty statue was standing. Well, I didn't really do anything. I already knew all that, so... Again, I don't know why the fuck this dude was carrying this, only to... Wait a minute. What is that? There's a hole in there. Is that from the bullet? It's possible. Do. Can we show her? Don't think we can. We didn't find any fingerprints. Can we find fingerprints on this? Oh wow, it's all mushed. That was one tough save. You know, it looks kind of yummy. Huh? Like ice cream. Caramel. You certainly have an active imagination, Trucy. Way to go, Trucy. Think outside the box. Think about caramel ice cream. Let's see, the slipper's already... It does look more like a muffin. You're right. But she said ice cream, so... I'm starting to get stuck again. The right anything agency. You could tell me. Any leads? So many leads. One moment. Shazam! Alakazam! Oh, the evidence is flying out of nowhere. Ta-da! That's all. Yeehaw. You don't have any leads. Yeah, real neat. Like Maya had better leads. You're just like, some evidence. The slippers. That's quite a clear print you got there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print off another shoe, for instance. Oh, right. If the prints match, you know the same person wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? Do I? Got one right here. I think I might actually. Really? I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare this sample with this other print? Oh, right, just the sandals! I did say toe print sample, did I? Where exactly is the toe print on this evidence? Oops. Stormy skies ahead. Try again, scientifically this time if you would. Actually, now think about it. I didn't really analyze that, did I? The shoes. There it is. It's right there. Oh, I'm supposed to find it first, then tell her about it. There's another toe print. Shout out to toes. This episode of Ace Attorney getting wild. I blew that wide open. Is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Good point. There is a Detective Guy didn't give us. Means we can't match this print. Gonna go ask. Now we can do it. Sometimes skipping some dialogue is very difficult. Some of them can go fast, some of them might not. Okay, now I have this. This pair of sandals, toe print and all. Oh, the print on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo! Gosh, I'm good. We were the ones who found the prints. Perfect match. Same person wore these sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Or do you already know? I can't say. Not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. I think we have a guess. Thank you, Sky. Love you. Be on our way now. Although, where the fuck are you? Think she came back here with this. Maybe she came back to the right agency. Nope. The detention center. Here we go. Visitor's room. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's here. Daddy's back. You again. You always have to announce your entrances like that. Man, my old man, Now, I'm all in a funk, and it's his fault. One can only assume that this father tried to teach him a lesson and failed clearly. You get your work cut out for you, straight up. Cause I don't care if they lock me up, I'm ready to go. Sometimes days I do wonder why I do what I do. Alright, he's not gonna like this, but... Yo, do these look familiar? Walkie, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. For... Miss Tiala? Yeah, birthday present. She's got mad little feet. Mad? So cute, man. This guy may be into foot fetishism. So these sandals are hers? Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibes? Sandals updated in the court record. Present from Walkie, found in Miraculous Clinic Voyeur. Big toe print found on left sandal. It's Alita's sandals. These are Alita's. Recognize this bullet? That's for off the hook. It's off the chain, G. What? Wonder how many of my Alitas do it. Man, I miss her. Do we recognize this? So far off the hook, it's off the chain, G. I feel like he's supposed to have outdated dialogue, because even for 2007, it's like, this is outdated as fuck, bro. Everything he talks about. Let's talk about the guilty verdict. Hey man, you won't see me bugging about 1 or 2 guilty charges. But what if you're found guilty of murder? Yeah, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor. They don't give that the death penalty, do they? Do they? You didn't really do it, did you? She's saying it so straight-faced. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. If I've learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. So your father. Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob. Oh, my dead body? I spent my life trying to keep it real. being an OG. Now that one we still do kind of say. And never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft. Fine, let him leave me out of it. Did I get out of the clink? That's the day of leading eyes to our next generation of the Kataki family. Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail for my sake. I think we have all the information we need, to be honest. There's nothing else we need to talk to him about. Looks like they get it. That's everything. He's gone. Two places, Kataki Mansion or Eldrin's house. The clinic. What about the office? No. So maybe there is one last thing he could examine. What about the garage? Should I go in there? No, there's nothing in there. I was looking for the first part of the case. Hey, one more time. Maybe this guy has something else, but I doubt it. This guy's there still. Should we present this? Well, the print on these slippers and these sandals match, which they do. It means that the same person was wearing them. No, I thought that's what it might mean. Science is amazing. It is, isn't it? I've never felt so alive. I don't know about science, but this is a major lead. Go back to the detention center. Maybe there's one last thing I could have. Should have probably presented these sandals. Slippers. Your chart. Huh? What's that? Some kind of x-ray? Wait. That's right, Walkie. It's yours. Hey, look. I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right? You got a bullet near your heart, my dude. I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look here in particular. Where it says nurse. It's signed Alita Tiala. Huh? You always do your homework. So you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So? Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting? Fine, fine, I'll tell you how we met if you want to know that bad. Walkie and Alita. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure. But they came in and got me hauled off to the docks. The Maractus Clinic. That's where I met her. My fallen angel. You mean Alita Tiala? She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say, the bad guy always gets the ladies. Right. She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Take you on, woman. What a charmer. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said? What did she say? Come on. Give it some thought. She said it real quiet, like on the down low. Know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me. So that was the proposal? You know it. An oath of love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done and we were out of there. See ya later. Bye-bye. About that op. Yeah, it didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. Health checkup. This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said. Yeah? Can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G? You know what I'm saying? But didn't you learn about that bullet? The bullet at that checkup? Yeah. That's when I knew that doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that crap pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? Dude, you're in jail and you can't get the cap out. Incidentally, had you ever had a health checkup before? Nah, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting old. Older, I mean. Now I think about this lamp. Man. Uh-huh. I think now I can leave. At least I'm not sure, to be honest. There we go. Eldoon! Tell me about this. Mr. Eldoon, we've been looking all over for you. What does the matter, Juicy Doll? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like an expert advice. I suppose he is still a doctor. Mr. Eldoon, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. Eldoon. Alright. That's okay, man. It'll be fine. I need you to look at this chart, though. Mr. Eldoon, could you take a look at this? Medical chart? Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. Well, it's kind of important. Why the silence? Sudden silence, Mr. Eldoon. What? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. That chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder. On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD. ABD? All but dead. He's knocking on the pearly gates and someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? It's the bullet, isn't it? He does not have blonde hair. It's all noodles. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm looking at him in a different light now. Goodness. Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way, it's like he's a completely different person. Well, according to this chart, this walkie-talkie fella's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right upside his heart. That's right. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see that the bullet is stuck in there. Why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it? Well, about the only reason I can think of is it was too tricky to operate on. What? That bullet snugs a bug there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal is just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side, and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. That's something, not something your average doc would be eager to fiddle with. You mean... He's gonna die, isn't he? It took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It'd take more than the miracle to take it out. It'd take a magician. Juicy, it's time to operate. We gotta get my client alive and not guilty. I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I'd give him another half a year. Tops. Lucky's operation was already half a year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table. Great, just great. Is there a way to even save him after this? Maractus's dilemma. How could Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How could he leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea how he felt. An emergency operation. He's got the kid's chest open on the table. And he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Juicy Doll. Cold despair. Despair? The only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out. The Katakis! You bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and walks back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages or he drops cold. How awful. And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to them. He could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. He left Wonky to die. There's darkness in this world, Juicy Doll. Waiting. Hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are like kids' games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same. Damn. You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Eldoon? You could operate on Wonky, couldn't you? I wish. What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So Wonky... He's real lucky to be alive even now. No. There's one problem. Apollo? This chart. Look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right. This operation was how they met. Yet the problem is she knew. She knew about Walky's condition, guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? Doesn't make sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged. What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita Tiala? Alright, two things. Wanted to marry into the family, and then when he died, to be like, yes, I got the big money. Second, thing is maybe she knew it was over. He was gonna die. He felt bad. She felt bad, and decided, well, let's make his last half year a memorable one. And decided to date him, maybe even try marrying him within this half year. It's possible. If it's the first one, then the doctor was gonna come clean probably about the bullet. If that happened, then Alita would have been found out too. So she kills him. Problem is Walky's there or something. And then he gets accused of the crime. So that's all just, you know, just shit up a creek. It's just not great. If she murdered him, she's the only suspect left, so she probably did. I don't know. It's a messy case. It does seem like we know who it is now, but we have to wait and see next time. But yeah, it's 2 in the morning. Goodness, that was fun. I want to thank everyone for stopping by. Verde second. And I know someone followed. Thank you, Ashakira, for following. Tomorrow is kind of gonna be a busy day. I just returned to the games menu so I can hear some music. Tomorrow's gonna be a bit of a busy day, so I'm not sure I'll be able to stream, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna play Baldur's Gate 3 if I can. If not, on Monday we just continue this, and then, you know, this current week will just sort of be also kind of busy, lots of stuff. I want the schedule to basically be every Monday. Like on Mondays I stream this, Ace Attorney. Wednesday, Baldur's Gate. Friday, maybe back to Octopath Traveler, because I haven't played that in a while. It's okay. I'm glad you were here. In spirit. And then Saturday, Ace Attorney, and then Baldur's Gate again. That's kind of like the way it's gonna go until Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out. I may stop playing Ace Attorney just to play Rebirth and then finish that and then go back to Ace Attorney immediately. We'll see.